Add on. Good. Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Good afternoon. Sorry, I've been away for a little bit. I was recovering a bit after the weekend and everything. So, yeah, that's why I wasn't back at all last week. I was planning to be back on Monday, but that didn't end up going so well. Plans changed. So, it was like, hey, come back Tuesday, and then, well, stuff took too long. And then, yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it was just freaking recovery. Cause it's kind of ridiculous. Um, but anyway, we'll get into that in a little bit here. I'm just gonna quickly switch us over here, switch our truck, and we will get started here. Yeah, I went perusing through the workshop and found someone put a new truck out. So I was like, well, crap, why not? Let's give it a try. Yeah, I was trying to get it on the other profile, but it wasn't working. It just kept crashing. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'll jump back to the big main profile because I know I had it on there and I was driving around with it. So, yeah, I'm basically just letting it do its thing here, switch trucks, and yeah. But it's not the most powerful truck, so we probably won't be doing anything too extravagant. So it might just be little like short runs. And, oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. Let's get the truck fired up here. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain because I ain't gonna be able to hear it. And then yeah, I also got playing with settings a little bit for the wheel, and I had to switch wheels. Yeah, before we get too far, let's jump ourselves on in here. Oh, I'm back, yes. Although I see our tracking is still going to be screwy with games, but oh well. Let's give a second. There we go. Yeah, I'd really like to know why it does that with tracking, but still haven't figured that out. But oh well, I will get there. Um, but yeah, as you can see, we're running the Pacific P500F, so yeah, it's only got like a 600 horsepower motor, so it's not the like most powerful thing out there, but I don't know. I don't seem to mind it. It does pretty decent. Okay, jump back in here. And then as well as I've kind of moved stuff around on the setup a little bit, how stuff sits, like where my shifter sits, but at the same point, that's kind of being a pain just because of how far back I gotta go. Um, but that's not that big of a deal. But yeah, no, I was basically planning today we're just gonna do some short runs, do some run around, because I definitely, oh, come on. Yeah, force feedback on that grind is gonna be pretty good, apparently. Oh well, something else I can just deal with in a bit. The unfortunate part though is finding a spot that I can just jump back and forth really quick. 'Cause, like we could do the 178, I don't know how well it'll do the 178. It's kind of one of those things of want to try and find a nice short one so it doesn't have to run too far. And something that's not horribly heavy. So I think we might just have to say screw it. Let's go with this one. Might be our best bet. Put the arm for this guy up real quick. Alright, screw it. Go with the tractor. Yeah, it's definitely trying to go for a little bit more of a... Come on. Into gear, thank you. More realistic feeling. But... do I not have a... Okay. Like, make the wheel actually have, you know, a little bit of weight to it, stuff like that. And for the most part, it's not too bad. Definitely made it a little bit trickier to drive. Oh. We're gonna have to turn the grinding. I guess bonus you could say to a, red light. Gearbox grind. Turn this down a little bit. Okay. Now. Okay, that's better. Like, I don't mind a tiny bit of vibration. But it's a little excessive. Oh. Okay, there's a little bit of shake there. That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. It just means I might actually have to use my clutch a little bit more. But yeah, we'll go in, we'll get hooked up to the trailer. And then, yeah, when we're on our way out, you know, frickin' go through, explain a little bit more where I've been, what I've been doing, why I've been frickin' recovering. Come on, there we go. Are you gonna let me in? Hope so. Okay. There we go. Aha, aha, there we go. I will slowly get this. Like, the worst part is, like, I know it's still an 18 speed, and I should have absolutely no issues. But not every truck is the same. Especially once you start throwing different motors and stuff in and gears, like... Alright. San Diego. We also might have to just do a lot of short shifts with this one, but that's okay. Alright, let's find out how bad did I screw up my mirrors. Yeah, yeah. Driver's side one isn't too bad. Passenger side one is a little screwed. No, okay, I can't say that. The actual normal mirrors are fine. The extra mirrors, not quite so much. There we go. Okay, get that hooked up. Are we actually... Okay. Oh, crap. That's a good stretch on the cables. Okay. Alright, do we have... Oh, we actually have a decent view up top. Nice. Yeah, that, grind feedback's gonna be a little screwy. But if I eventually want to upgrade the setup, I probably should get used to it. Okay, no one coming that way. Back up here. Alright. Like, upshifting is perfectly fine. Downshifting, though, I find it doesn't quite rev up that fast to catch the gear. Other than that, not that bad. Oh, okay. Never mind. Found the problem. Problem was me. Trying to put it into gear too soon. That's why we get the grind. Rev it up, then drop her in. Okay. We're going pretty decent. Slowly but surely. Yeah, like I'm already in frickin' 8 high and I'm only at 46 miles. Like, huh. Truck was definitely not meant for the highway. Like, I'm almost driving out at frickin' 53, 54. Well, it ain't gonna be a quick trip, but so we'll just set our cruise at 50 so it doesn't have to horribly work too hard. Like, we're still sitting here frickin'. Okay. Sorry, man. Come on. Me gear, thank you. Uh-oh. We stalled. Okay, quick restart. I don't think I hit anything, did I? No. No, we're good. Okay. Here I am freaking losing my mind thinking I hit something. And that's what's stopping me. Nope. And of course, I gotta hit us with both, because why not? Although, I guess I probably should say that is one bonus to California being a lower speed limit. You take a truck like this that doesn't like going that fast, and it's like, okay, we can do this. 55, 6, okay. Yeah, we don't even weigh in that heavy. I guess that probably by new truck standards, we're not that heavy. This old Pacific, though, it might be a little heavy. Okay. Alright, back on the road. We're gonna roll that guy up a bit. Not completely, though. Okay, I think. Oh, oh. Yeah, the force feedback is definitely gonna make the road feel more alive. Doing a pretty decent job at it. But, yeah, no, like I was saying, as for where I've been, it's freaking. Well, last stream was, what, last Wednesday, I do believe? And then that's when I was basically, like, my dad's like, alright, well, we're gonna head out to the farm early, because it's uh, opening day, opening for, rifle season, for hunting season. Like, technically our hunting season starts in September, if you hunt with a bow. But rifle season starts in November. That's where most people think hunting season is just November, but it is actually, there is 3 months there. It just depends on how you hunt. But yeah, anyway, the opening of rifle season and all this. So the original plan was we were gonna head out early, help my uncle get the cows out of the field that hunters are gonna be in, right? Like not just us, but other people too. Ooh, ooh. Feedback kick. Okay. Right. And then pretty much we get there. It turns out he freaking did it the night before. So we went out early basically for almost nothing. So, we went out, looked around a little bit to see if anything was around. and then did some other stuff around the farm for, you know, crap, uh, Thursday and Friday, and then basically wake up at the frickin' crack of dawn before dawn, frickin' Saturday and Sunday, and of course me and lack of sleep is not always a good combination, like with most people. Like, most people are kind of just like dead, they're tired, whatever. Me, I actually get frickin' like headaches, migraines, all this other stuff, so I frickin' try to make sure I get enough sleep just so it doesn't hurt, but didn't end up working so well. And then, of course, being out hunting, we're driving through fields and all this, and of course, the fields aren't smooth by any means. So we're freaking running around the fields and bouncing around the fields and all this other stuff. So of course, every time you hit a bump, and of course you get a migraine, it freaking feels like every bump you hit, you freaking it's like bashing your head off a wall, right? So then you hit some like real good ones that actually like, lift you off the seat and everything else, and you come back down. It's like, hey, yeah, no, that one like actually freaking hurt. Um, so yeah, after a couple days of dealing with that, came home, or the plan was come home Sunday from hunting, and then ended up being at the auction, one of the bigger auctions that my uncle buys stuff from once a year. Ended up going a little bit earlier this year than usually does, so we basically came home, grabbed the semi, grabbed the trailer, went down, friggin', well, that was after we had to sit there for a bit and figure out what our plan was. It ended up, what we ended up doing was basically my uncle and his brother-in-law, right, like, ended up just coming back with me and my dad, got a hotel room for the night, and then, yeah, we got up in the morning, went down, picked up the semi, picked up a trailer, and then frickin' drove down, picked up all the stuff from the auction, drove it all the way back out to the farm. Ended up taking a while to get everything loaded, so by the time we got back to the farm, it was already too late to unload everything. So we spent the night again. Woke up with another frickin' headache and migraine. Basically, my dad's like, well, we're here, let's go for a morning hunt. It's like, are you frickin' kidding me? Like, don't get me wrong, I get it, yes, we are here. But, like, really? Like, we were supposed to come unload this and frickin' take the semi back. That way it was only gone for like a day. But frickin', no. So, we went for a morning hunt for a couple hours and then went back, started getting straps and everything taken off trailer, started getting that unloaded. Finally got that done after a few hours. That was Tuesday. I was kind of hoping if we were going to be back early enough, I'd actually be able to stream Tuesday, because I missed Monday, because we went down and picked everything up. But that didn't quite work out, because we didn't get out of there till, I think, either the time I would have started, or like an hour after. And when we were left, and it was still a 2-hour drive home, and it's like, well, I guess we ain't doing a stream when I get home. And then, yeah, I had full intentions of waking up and streaming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I woke up just feeling like absolute freaking garbage. So I was like, no, I'm not. Not today. I can't. So, yeah, that's why I basically wasn't back at all last week. And then, yeah, I was taking the weekend to help recover, and today I actually felt decent enough, so it's like, you know what? Okay. Today, oh, I went too early, didn't I? I did. Shit. Okay, back over. But yeah, no. I freaking. I got up today, I felt pretty decent, got some freaking coffee going. Had oh, there we go. That's the one I want. Let's turn this guy on. Yeah, that grind feedback is still gonna fuck with me. Yeah, definitely not used to a little bit of a weaker truck like this, but oh well. It's okay, we're almost there. Alright. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, I freaking managed to get up today. Didn't actually feel that horrible. Got some stuff going. It's like, alright. Today we should actually be able, we should be good to go. And then, of course, I go to get everything up and ready and add the frickin' mod into the other profile. And I don't know what's in the other profile that's not in this one, but there's something in there that just does not like the Pacific. As for what it is, I have no idea. But for some reason, it works fine in this one. So you know what? Screw it, we'll go with this one. But yeah, after sitting here and dealing with like 3-4 crashes, I was like, okay. Like, no, we're just, at this point, I've just switched profile. So much easier. Like, put in, tried stuff, and then, yeah, I'd try and go into, like, my settings or anything and just crash right to desktop. And it's like, well, that's not helpful. But yeah, for some reason, it works fine in this one. So I was like, okay, you know what? We'll go with the main one then. Okay. And I must say, I'm kind of surprised. Like, it's not the quickest thing out there, but I'm not expecting it to be. Hang on, man. Coming over. Oh, come on. There. There we go. Yeah, definitely need to remap a frickin' I look left and right since I switched my wheels. I'm not running a TMX anymore. Running a T150. It's pretty much the same wheel. It's just like the PlayStation version kind of thing. And yeah, basically instead of it being an all black wheel, the little like rubber pieces on the side are blue. That's about it. Like there ain't much of a difference. Okay, let's turn that down a little bit. But yeah, no, the real only difference is I'm missing like 2 buttons up top. So basically where I've got my range selector and my a high-low split. I don't have my look left and right like I did on the other wheel. But that's no big deal. I do have an extra 2 buttons on the bottom of it. I just need to go in and map them. Yeah, definitely got looking at some stuff. And I know, the new shifter wouldn't be a bad thing. I know Moza, at least it's been a little bit, but I did hear Moza was working on some software for their, oh, what was that? I think it was the AB9 flight stick. But they're actually working on software for it so you can, basically, so it sets up a pattern and you can actually use it as a shifter. So you'd have like an actual like force feedback shifter. I got looking at it and I was like, ooh, that would be pretty nice. Definitely give some realism to the setup. And then I was pretty sure I was the price. I was like, for me, I think it was like 800-900 bucks or something. It's like, oh, yeah, okay then. So I was like, maybe in a bit. Because it's one thing I would like to do is upgrade the setup a bit here. Like, I have a pretty, I think I have a pretty decent setup. Like, it definitely was not cheap by any means. But at the same point, I'm like, there is other stuff I could do to actually make it a little bit better. So I want to go through and basically, like, switch out the, Master stuff for, like, Moses stuff. Like, switch out the wheel for, like, Moza, like, R9 or something, maybe. I don't know. Depending. Guess depends on how much power or feedback I want, really. Um, yeah, do like an R6 or 9, something like that for a wheel. Do an actual like TSW wheel on top of it. Right, so that way we got the whole wheel basically, and then yeah, I want to do like an AB9 for the shifter. Right, that off for a second. And then of course, like I said before, like upgrade the button box. I'll go from like a Patriot box to like the Patriot box XL kind of thing. Maybe if I have the money and could afford it, maybe a dash. If I could figure out a way to actually mount it to the bars. Okay, let's get this guy in here. We'll see. There's definitely one nice thing to this being a normal sized truck too, I guess I should say. Like, it's not horribly long, no stretch in it really. Like, it's got a tiny little bit of stretch in it. Like, out of the three options, I went with the medium one. So instead of it being like 100 and, I think it was like 96 or something wheelbase, it's like a 214. But I mean, compared to some of the other trucks I have, like those ones I think are almost around like a 300 wheelbase kind of thing. Alright, let's get this dropped. Well, I must say, I am definitely well surprised and a bit impressed. Pacific actually did pretty freaking good. Old truck can still run with the new ones. But yeah, no, this would be something I would definitely use as like a yard truck kind of thing. Like run around like the yard here, just like quick little trips to like this yard or another yard. Yeah, what else do we got? Do we got anything? The only thing is back to Yuma. Hmm. I don't know if we're gonna make it for that one. Let's see how far we are. 8 miles. Yeah, I don't think we're making that one. That's okay. So if we're not gonna make that one. Firestone. I don't know. That one might be a little heavy. Hmm. I'd really like to know where there's some spots where it's just nice, close frickin' trips. Hmm. Oh, crap, I didn't even. Okay, so apparently we need to go down to Texas a bit. That actually might not be a bad idea to run up there. Hmm. Not to mention, I guess out of freaking almost anywhere. Would actually be a real good spot for the Pacific, 'cause it's kind of like home turf for it. Up in like the forestry and all that. Let's see how much time goes by and see what we got. See if anything else pops up. Okay, free market, Bellingham. Oh, it's still okay, sweet. And oh, very okay. That works. Set that. And so back inside here. Yeah, however, we got 3 miles. Perfect. Oh, hello, Emily. How are you doing? I'm not doing too bad. Definitely better than I have been the last few days. Oh, okay. Doing alright. Sweet. Nice. Me? I'm alive. I'm doing okay. Hello, Drunken Dwarf. How is it going? You remember? Of course I remembered you. Oh, good. Rook's doing pretty good. I must say I'm pretty impressed with it. It's a little down on power compared to the other ones, but that's no big deal. And oh crap, we gotta make a guitar. Okay. Oh, didn't get. Oh, I kind of screwed that one up. That's okay. Oh, did I just? How did I freaking? How did I pull that off? I wasn't even in gear. Okay, there we go. Weird. All right. Like, absolutely my fault for freaking being the dick. Let's do this, but I was more sitting here curious. It's like, hang on a second. How did I just stall the freaking truck? I wasn't even in gear. Think. Yeah. Definitely need to map a look left and right at some point. Oh, 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 oh. Brakes, brakes. Has the Avatar did? Oh, it's, same old, same old. Waruto wanted to have a little spasm and fight with me earlier, but that was just a quick matter of close it and restart it. No, it's doing good. I mean, I can't say much, right? Like, once I can get some money and get another one going, it's a little bit of a different story, but like I said, for now, until I can get working again and get some money coming in, it works. Okay, come on. There we go. Joy is a screwing with force feedback setting. Now little stuff like that just kind of shakes the entire desk. Okay. Oh, silly thing, and it's like, okay, this is the one we need. And it's a trailer still. It is good, good. Alright. Where did they put it? Okay, it's not that one. It is this way. Oh, I probably should have backed in, shouldn't I? Maybe. Oh, yeah. Right on the wall. Okay. No, let's get work out. Oh, yeah, thought we were gonna be a little far over. Alright, try that. Nice. Snoop right in there. Okay. Light test. Okay, it'll work. Always work. Sweet. Are we actually gonna have to wait for a train? Maybe? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Okay. Never mind then. Alright. So we got a little bit of a trip. And then I know part of it's ferries. So we get to see how they do ferries with ATS. I've seen how they do them in ETS, but this will be my first time seeing them in ATS. Definitely. One reason I picked this run. There's at least a ferry on it. Ain't gonna do much. Like, it's probably just gonna be a loading screen kind of thing. Like ETS when it comes to the actual traveling. But I wanna see what it's like. We're actually, like, loading. But we gotta get there first. Man, I must say, the truck is definitely doing pretty freaking good. Like, no complaints here. Like, technically, I could probably complain about the grinding, but that's more just my settings as opposed to the truck itself. So, yeah, no, I can't really complain. I mean, most powerful motor it's got is 600 horse, which isn't actually that bad. Like, I know even for as much as I usually run around in trucks that are usually anywhere 8 to 1,000, but 600 doesn't do too bad. right? Like, I must say, I am actually pretty impressed with this thing. Okay. I figured I probably should stop and do this mostly properly, even though I know I don't have pedestrians on. And of course, never fails. Let's get on to a highway, freeway, highway, whichever you want to call it. Oh, I got it green. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. Sweet. But did I lose my... Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. I'd be like, I lost my cruise for a minute. Well, apparently not. Just had to reset it. Yeah, no, I might definitely have to fix the mirrors. Especially the UI mirrors. Like, I knew the mirrors were a little screwed. I didn't think the mirrors were that screwed. That was a good one. Oh, hey. Ooh. Okay. Usually it's a decent spot for third. Apparently not. Oh, right. That's probably look at that after me. Come on. like I said, definitely not the best when it comes to power. Because, I mean, I was friggin' foot on the floor for a good chunk of that. I'm friggin' foot on the floor right now. Oh, come on. Up we go. Yeah, no, it definitely depends on where you're sitting in the RPM range. Sitting anywhere around like 1,000, yeah, I was sitting there foot on the floor and barely making any progress. Start climbing up around 15, it's like, okay, now we're starting to get into our power. Okay, I guess it's a good thing I turned and looked when I did. Like, damn. Oh, okay. And there we go. Back up speed a bit. Okay. Kind of curious as to how far in the ferry's gonna be. Oh, something tells me right there. Okay. Let's see if they make this a little bit of a screw around like they do in ATS. Okay. Can I sneak through with the trailer? Yeah, there we go. Okay. And I imagine because it is still technically with the game, I should technically, I think, be able to just drive right in. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, icon's right there. Okay. Okay. Let's pop that real quick. Move. And across we go. It is one nice thing. At least they turn you around. No, we're gonna want this one. Okay, off the ferry, back on the road. 40 miles left. We're doing pretty good. Well, it's definitely a little bit of a ETS moment there with the ferry. But that's because it very rarely would you actually see a ferry in American Truck Sim. Like, I think it's probably one of the only spots you'd actually catch a ferry. I mean, it might be a little different once we get to, like, the other side of the states kind of thing. But, yeah, as for what we've got, then I guess, so, okay, maybe with them bringing out British Columbia, they could probably sneak a ferry in there, go from, like, Vancouver over to Vancouver Island kind of thing. Because I know that is an actual ferry trip. Come on, up we go. Cause yeah, I know that's an actual ferry run because I've done it a couple times. It's pretty much the only way to get from mainland to the island. So we'll have to see how they do when they bring out British Columbia. And then I guess that gives Pro Mods a little bit something extra to work with too. Cause I know they've got like the bottom corner of BC. But now with STS coming out with BC just as is, they might be able to actually branch over a little bit. But we'll see. SCS might also have to do like Yukon and or the Northwest Territories to get some of the other roads into Alaska. Because it would make sense as to what they're going for. Like, right? Because you do need to go and drive through BC at least to Alaska. Ooh, 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 ooh. was a curve and a half. God damn. Um, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's Yukon that's right beside Alaska. I might be wrong. It's been a while since I've actually had to look at a map for it, so. Also, I haven't really been bothered recently to look at a map for it. But that's, oh well. But yeah, I know, like, there's gotta be a highway or two going from BC into Alaska. Other than that, I think they're all in, uh, Yukon. Pretty sure it is the Yukon there. So, we might end up getting a province and a territory out of them to get into Alaska. Although, living in Canada and living in Alberta, I wouldn't mind them doing Alberta either. Just because why not, right? Like, I saw a freaking someone left a comment on a Facebook post that I saw. I was pretty sure it was like when the announcement posts for British Columbia, and someone made a comment of North American Truck Simulator, and it's like, you know, that would be pretty freaking cool though. Like, we've had some sims that were not that far off, and like absolutely you can get mods for the Canadian map and everything, but like I don't think SCS has done actual trucking in Canada since like 18 Wheels of Steel days kind of thing. Because I remember 18 Wheels of Steel Convoy has, I'm pretty sure, some Canadian cities, like you can go through the border. But when it comes to like American Truck Sim, and I mean, like, I get it, yes, it is American Truck Sim. So it absolutely should be America, like the States, right? Um, but if they added Canada, I would not complain at all. Okay. Come on. Okay. Look now. Okay. That's right here. Yeah, definitely gotta look at some sensitivity stuff on here, I think. It's like, I turned my brake intensity, like, way down. I'm still stopping on a dime. Okay. And can't road turns a little bit. Good to know. Good to know. Well, this should be fun to deal with. Let's see how much it's gonna steer on its own. Cause yeah, I am not touching my wheel at all. This is doing all of this on its own. Is it actually gonna turn and go oh, it is gonna turn. Oh, no, oh, where are you going? Back this way, back this way. Okay, I'll hope a little bit here. It's not bad though. We're pretty much driving itself. It just goes so and okay, hands off again. I kind of wish my phone and everything wasn't quite so close. I could probably actually set up hand tracking if I didn't have it so close. But then run into the problem of not being able to drive. And I don't really have the room to set up a whole bunch of stuff like that. Okay, come on there. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, you go ahead. You can drive. Don't hit a barrier. I'm a little surprised at how well it's actually doing. Okay, back over. Okay. Alright, that's actually freaking. Okay, where are we putting the trailer? Oh. Okay. Yes. Where is the spot they want us to drop? Oh, it's over there. I see it. So we're gonna have to this way. Shut that off real quick. Oh yeah, of course. Everyone just give me a straight back, eh? Right on the edge of the crate, aren't we? Yep, of course. Okay, that one should work. There we go. Perfect. All right. Okay. I think it's just about time for some new coffee. Alright, so let's get out from under the trailer here. Yeah, no, I must say, I am definitely quite impressed with this little Pacific. Like, it's actually doing really well. Like I said, not quite the most powerful truck, but none of the Pacifics really were the most powerful or the fastest. They were freaking workhorses, and they were a hell of a workhorse. So, like, the fact that this thing almost doesn't care what I put behind it, it might be slow, but it's like, nope, we're going anyway. We'll get there. It just might take us a bit. But, it's definitely cannot complain. Definitely a good truck and a good truck mod. Like, you don't see many truck mods like this or anything anymore. Like, this is the worst. Like, you can go find stuff like across the internet, but to have stuff that actually works with the newer game versions, like, yeah, no, it definitely did pretty freaking good. I can't complain. But I think for the next little bit, we're gonna let the Pacific take rest for a bit. And we're gonna jump over to. I wanna go Pro Star or do I wanna go LT? Um. Oh yes, the little day cab. Or even the rest belt. Yeah, yeah. We'll go with the LT. Because why not? It doesn't usually get to come out and get pulled out of the garage, so we'll pull the LT out, because why not? Is there a screen? Some lights on. I mean, it does reset us back to Yuma, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's not always a bad thing. Excuse me, I farted. Alright, quick look here, no, we're... Okay. Yeah, I know it's a little weird seeing me without a stretch truck or anything. But this one I actually pretty much modeled after the one my dad drives for work. So like the company truck that he has and he drives is this. Like I actually got pretty freaking accurate. The only thing it's missing is like the company decals and stuff. So if anyone ever puts a mod out on the workshop for like Highway 13 trucks, like the decals, the orange stripes and all that, especially for an LT, oh, I'd absolutely be grabbing it. Um, but yeah, that's basically the story behind my LT is I modeled it after my dad's actual IRL truck that he drives. Except, some differences being like lights in the push bar are different. The fact that I'm cranking probably um, an extra like 400-ish horse on top of what his actual truck cranks out. Which, I mean, I know isn't really a fair comparison between a game and a real truck, but... But yeah, that's about it. Other than that, it's literally the decals, I guess the headache rack. Headache rack, walking deck. Instead of a step, he's basically got extra look. Well, he does have a step. It's just, there's a cubby hidden underneath it kind of thing. Like, it's not an exact replica, but it's pretty freaking close. It only took me having to figure some stuff out. So the way I used to do it was I had a mod for a 19 international, like a 2019 international LT, which gave me the options for like the stacks and the bumper and stuff that the base game LT doesn't have. Right, like the base game LT, you can't put dual stacks on it like I have on here or like the Pro Star. Um, and then it came to a point of, all right, well the mod gave me all the visual stuff I wanted, but it didn't really give me a like I couldn't put like the bigger motors in from the other engine packs kind of thing. So I was stuck with like base game motors, and it's like, well, I can't really do anything with that. And then eventually I found a different mod, and instead of it being just a whole truck mod like the first one, it was an accessories pack. So it took the base game LT, added stacks, added push bar, right? Like, and stuff like that. And it's like perfect. Because I know my mod engines work with the base game LT, not the mod LT. But now this way I still get the parts to put on the base game LT to make it look like I want. And I can also throw the motor in. So I can actually use it for stuff. So like if I want to go out and do, for example, let's say, um, okay, well, yeah, there's that. Spreader, but like special cargo, right? Like the big stuff, like 77,500 pounds, like that kind of stuff you want the bigger motor for. So yeah, I managed to get it, so I got a mix and I got the best of both worlds. And yeah, at least this one I don't have to worry about having powered or not to, get up to speed if I need to, or, right, like, whoop, we went a little wide on that one. I guess disadvantage to not having buttons for camera. But yeah, well, run over. We'll get hooked up to this one real quick. How long have we been? Okay. So we've been streaming for that. So yeah, that'll work out. We'll get hooked up. We'll pretty much get pulled out. We'll pull up to the gate. And then we'll do a quick little break time. I'm gonna sneak out, go for a smoke real quick. Gives everyone a chance to get up, stretch. And, the usual. Grab a drink, grab something to eat if you need to. Right, like we usually do for our break time. Because, like I've said before, like, the break time is partially for me, but it's not just for me kind of thing. Like, I know, especially for some of us that love sitting at the computer to watch streams, like, if I had the option and it didn't hurt me so much sometimes, I would absolutely sit here for freaking hours and hours throughout the day to watch stream. But the unfortunate part about a lot of the streamers I watch, right, especially with them being like non-smokers, stuff like that, like, don't get me wrong, props to them, absolutely. Don't start smoking. Don't do it. Take it from someone who's done it for, crap, more than half my life. Kind of thing, like. So, like I said, like, props to them for not smoking. It's great. But at the same point, it kind of sucks for those of us that do. Especially when we love sitting on the computer to watch. Because that means we actually have to, like... Well, I mean, okay. I guess I should say, like, if you have the option to smoke inside and stuff like that, and you're not horribly concerned, like, about your PC and stuff, okay, go for it. Right? Like, all the power to you. But, personally, I'm not actually allowed to smoke inside. Parent role kind of thing, and I have no issues with that, because I have seen what some computers are like when they've been in a room, like a smoking room. Also, like, walls, stuff like that. So I just don't want to smoke around my computer and have to clean it out that much more, especially being that I don't have a side panel on it. There we go. Perfect. And yeah, like I said, I'm not actually to smoke inside, so I have to get up every time I want to smoke and go stand outside, have a smoke, come back in. Um, so yeah, absolutely know what it's like to have to basically stop what you're doing, get up, go outside, all that. So that's one reason I like doing the break times. It gives everyone a chance to get up. It's like I said, like they are for me, but at the same point, like they're just as much for everyone watching as they are for me. Because, yeah, if we didn't do a break time, it would basically be like we'd hit a point in the stream and be like, okay, everyone stand up for like 5 minutes, right? Like, um, and yeah, I find if we're just gonna do something like that, I'll just let everyone go for like a 5-10 minute break, get stuff done if you need to. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the reason I have the break times and stuff. Where is... Oh, I was already on it. Oh, damn it. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna full break here. Shut the truck off. It can sit for a minute. And then, yeah, we're gonna sneak out, go do a break, and then we'll come back, hit the road. This trip won't be near as bad. It shouldn't be near as long because we can actually, get up to normal speed with the LT. But yeah, I'm gonna basically turn the music back up and stuff, and I will see everyone in 5-ish minutes, maybe closer to 10, depending. Alright, guys. See you in a few. Okay. Alright. It's back, everyone. Hope everyone had a good break. Hope everyone had a chance to get up, move around, stretch, into the bathroom, do whatever you needed to do. Yeah. Um, okay, sorry. Here. Basically talking about it and probably gonna help with stuff tomorrow. It's like, well, I can come out. You probably have to come get me because I don't think I'll have a vehicle here that I could take out. And it's like, I don't know about that. He's like, I'm out in this place now. It's like, oh, nice. When did you get move out there? Last month? Oh, cool. And kind of the moment of, yeah, I'm easily willing to come help. Like, that's not hard. We've done it before. It's just, yeah, no, I'd have to find a way out there. Yeah, if I can find a way out, that's no problem. It's just the thing is having a way out there and back. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what goes with that. Yeah, I mean, if it does end up happening, it just means not streaming tomorrow because I'll be a little busy. So, it means I'd be missing another one, which kind of sucks because I already missed enough. Okay, but happen. Let's jump back in here. But yeah, we'll see what he comes up with. So there. If I end up going out to help him, there won't be a stream tomorrow. If I don't, we well plan for a stream. Unless something freaking happens and I wake up feeling like absolute freaking death, but I don't see that happening. So I'm thinking we should be good. But we'll have to wait and see. Alright. Take the break off here. Turn the music up a little bit so I can hear it. And oh right, we gotta flip the mic arm. Okay, that should be better. Okay. Am I far enough? Sorry. Lines up a little actually. That works out. And the moment of, oh shit, am I not far enough? Oh well. There we go. Okay. Yeah, no, definitely going through and adjusting some stuff has made all the trucks a little bit more. I don't really want to say like too much of a challenge to drive, but it's definitely a bit more realistic. I just need the actual base to put my big wheel on now. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing I have the all in the shifter, because trying to turn this just freaking barehanded would be freaking a little bit of a pain. It definitely lets you know when you find the rumble strips. Like, it's not just a little sound anymore. Yeah, it'll definitely take a little bit of getting used to, but I think it'll definitely be better in the long run. But yeah, kind of just makes me want to get more stuff for the setup, get that going. Because like now that I can get settings and stuff dialed in, it's like, okay, I know what to kind of look for and expect. Yeah, I just really wish my T300 base didn't crap the bed, because that would have been pretty nice to actually have the big wheel for this. Although that is definitely we'll put it out as like definitely a warning to anyone who wants to put like an actual SCI wheel onto like a racing, like a servo base. A lot of them aren't rated for like the weight and stuff of the wheel. So like it can like you can put the wheel on, screw it on, everything just fine. It'll hold and you can use it. The problem I found is when it goes to calibrate, like when you restart it, if you have the wheel still on it, because of just how big and heavy the wheel is compared to normal racing sim wheels, it'll actually, it's like once it gets to the, oh, damn. Once it gets to like the one side, because when they calibrate, they spin all the way to one side, basically go off the bump stop, spin all the way to the other side, go off the other one. And what I found, I'm pretty sure what mine did, and I mean, I didn't not have anywhere near the know-how of how to fix it or anything, so it ended up getting tossed. But I'm pretty sure what happened is when it would calibrate and it would spin all the way to one side and smack off the end, it's because it had so much extra force because the wheel was so much bigger and heavier. It just, as it hit each side, I think what it did is it disconnected a whole bunch of stuff inside or tore a bunch of stuff inside the servo base itself. So I went to go play ATS the one day, and like there's no buttons or anything on the wheel, right? Like it's just a bare SCI wheel that I have. So I did lose out on functions and stuff, which kind of sucked when I had it. But it would frickin', with it being so big and heavy, I'm pretty sure it tore stuff inside. Because, yeah, like I said, I was going to play ATS, and I looked at my base, and, like, there's literally no power, anything, anywhere. Like, no matter where I plugged it in, which USB spot I put it in, a mix of the two, like, did not matter. There's no power going to anything. That's like, well, that sucks. And since then, I've basically been back on the smaller wheels. And I mean, like, I haven't had a problem, but I haven't really had the chance to get another T300 wheelbase. And now, since Moza has brought out their TSW, it's like, do I even go with another T300 and put my SCI wheel back on? Or do I switch it for a Moza and get a wheel that's actually meant for trucking, right? Like, that's kind of the point I'm at. And I mean, I technically have the adapter and everything for T300. Like, it literally would be just get the servo base, plug it in. Oh, crap. Yeah, it definitely lets you know when you hit the rumble strips. Shakes the entire setup. But like I was saying, like, the SCI wheel and the T300, it literally would just be get a T300 wheelbase, put the wheel on, go. Like, that'd be it. I'd have to remap a couple buttons to somewhere else, but, like, it wouldn't be the end of, right? Wouldn't be the end of the world. Or it's like, I could switch over, put a Moza base onto my stand thing here for it, and put an actual TSW on it, and it's like, because I mean, like, TSW has all the buttons and everything integrated. It's the right side, right? Like, it's literally pretty much like it's ready. It's like a truck. It's trucking wheel. So the only thing with that though is the price of switching over to a Moza setup. And I mean, like, I could probably do it. Like, it wouldn't take much to do once I had the stuff, but the thing is getting all the stuff for it. And I mean, even if the Moza base doesn't actually have a clamp right, I'm pretty sure I could just line up some holes and screw it in. Or if I have to, I could just drill new holes. Oh, oh, crap. I ain't paying attention here. Too busy yapping. Oh, oh, come on. In gear. Didn't even realize we were that close. Yeah, no, something I might have to price out. Oh, come on. I was gonna say, I know it shouldn't have been revving that high. Yeah, definitely gonna have to adjust that a bit too, apparently. Alright. Where does the... Over there? Let me guess. Back in there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can do this one actually properly. Mm, Okay. Let's see. Can we just sneak it on in? Not quite just sneak it in. Definitely sneak it in enough. Yeah, there we go. That works. Okay. Recenter. Drop trailer. Okay. Good. Okay, before we get too far, I'm freaking changing this. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I really hope it didn't just crash. And yeah, it just crashed. Of course it did. Okay. There. Plug that in. Well, okay. I guess while I get that this set back up, we'll switch over here. And for some reason, it doesn't want to track. Like, I know my camera and stuff is going. Okay. Alright, let's try this real quick here. Yeah, definitely should have had a feeling freaking first day back would have a little bit of scuff to it, but that's okay. We can just do a quick little recalibrate there. Okay, we'll actually stop that. Still need to figure out why it does that. Okay. Let's do a thing here real quick. And try this again. Like, I knew we were almost getting somewhat close to the frickin' time 10, but it's like, I'm not done just yet. Can't reset some of these, I guess. Alright, now let's find out if it'll actually let me go into the settings. Once we load in here, definitely gotta love frickin' when shit decides to crash. Okay, so we can get into this end. That's good. Okay, we're gonna cut the gearbox grind in half. That up a tiny bit. Okay. Alright. Don't crash loading in, please. Come on. There we go. Okay. Looks like we're good. On the ATS end, at least. Okay, we're gonna drop that down. I'm gonna have to definitely take a look at that and do some Googling stuff to see why we don't track when it comes to being in game. So it's not the first time it's done it. Alright. Either way. Oh, we probably should have stayed on the menu for a second to find a job. Damn it. Oh, we are like, oh, to Phoenix. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna be on like the other, yeah. So it's gonna be a little bit of a drive to get to the next one. Unless we go something literally right here, which I mean we could do. Actually, yeah, why not? Makes it easy for us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's uneven road. The thing you get playing with settings and it's like, hey, it feels good, feels decent, and then you get some things to pop up and it's like, eh. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna quickly come get this activated. And then we'll jump ourselves back in here and pick up a trailer. Alright. Oh, it's like straight behind us. Perfect. Alright. Let's jump ourselves back in here. And let the game catch up. Here we go. Okay. That definitely makes it kind of nice. Do I have... No. Okay. It's kind of nice it's not wired like the Pro Star. Because the backlights are hooked to the beacon. So it makes having a beacon kind of pointless. Or at least makes you seem like a dick. Because you basically run around with the beacon on, but you also got two lights off the back of the truck that are on. It's like, well... We're not on that at all. Not having the passenger one down far enough does not help, but there we go. Okay, can we... Oh. Okay. I mean, it does still blink, so... There is... Okay, there is still light. So... Okay. You can definitely tell it's a mod trailer, though. And I'm thinking, depending on how long this one takes, we'll probably finish off this one. Depending on what time it is, we might wrap up after that. But, like I said, it depends on what time it is when we finish this one, so we'll see how long it takes. Like, it shouldn't take horribly long. Good. There, nothing there. Good, good. Come on. Can I... Oh. No, no, no. That's what I want. Ah, first, fifth. Alright. Scroll this up a bit. Or scroll it up. Okay. There we go. Yeah, definitely not trying that stuff at high speed. Pardon me. Okay. Yeah, Lights are on. Good, good. Yeah, no, definitely when you play with settings and turn some stuff up, make it a little more realistic, it definitely puts a damper on how fast you do things. 'Cause you can't exactly just race across the map anymore and not have nothing happen. Right turn here. Oh. Definitely need to start getting used to that too. Especially for as many times as I freaking go through them. Well, go through them in game, I should say. I don't really go through them actually in real life. That's not something usually we see around here. Like, they just put another freaking traffic circle in at the one freaking end of town on the outskirts, a little bit on the highway. Because freaking the intersection apparently was horrible for accidents. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it was a pretty bad one. But, like, I, compared to the traffic circle, it's like, I would much rather just keep the intersection. And, like, that's not saying, like, I can't do traffic, like, I can, but I freaking hate them. Like, even when they did it the first time at the other end, it's like, okay, really? That's a pain in the butt enough, especially when I had to start driving through it every day. But yeah, when it comes to some of this stuff, it's like, holy crap, okay, what? How in the fuck do you do this shit? Like the freaking exit off of freaking freeway and then it splits off two different directions. It's like, okay, hang on a second here. Like, that's how I... Oop, oop. A little too far over. Oops. Like, that's how I keep screwing myself up with those, because, right, like, it's big truck, right lane, right, like, keep it there, all that stuff, right, like you should. But the brain, it's like, nope, stay on the right side, stay in the right lane, because you're exiting. And then it's like, hang on, now I need to be in the left lane, and, oh crap. Like, after a bit more, absolutely, it did not being a problem. But, yeah, it still scares me. Okay, how far do we... There's 6. Do what? Okay, I was... I'll find out after. I'm not worried about it. Alright. And... Oh, perfect. Under 100 miles now. Sweet. Yeah, I'm not too worried about getting there horribly fast. I'm perfectly fine with just cruising at 60. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Good to know for later. Yeah, 440 now. We should be there. Minutes. Yeah, I think we could do another one after. Probably won't be a horribly long one, but we could do another one after. Before we're done for the day. I mean, unless that said to screw it, we do another one after that. But I mean, that I guess we'll see how short of a trip it is first. Cause yeah, if it's short enough, and then we can get another decently short one, like I wouldn't be too upset with that. Not to mention, we give us a little bit more time, make up for a little bit of the time I lost. But when you feel like crap and don't even want to frickin' move, it not much we can do. And then yeah, having to deal with some of the scuff and stuff we did earlier, it's like, oh, okay, okay. The moment of stuff's being like, no, they're done, and just end stream. It's like, no, I don't want to end stream. And oh yeah, we're only like 30 miles out. Okay, so yeah, won't take long at all. Ooh. Definitely on everything. You turn your freaking suspension stiffness and everything down. It's like turned down to pretty much nothing. Like, yeah, no, you're gonna notice it. You're gonna feel it. Like agricultural inspection. Hmm. Okay, yeah, no, California. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, see if we can sneak in here nice and gently. Okay, let it do its thing. Perfect. It doesn't look like there's a scale, so that's a bonus. Nice. And it puts us like right there. Perfect. And okay, so it's gonna be take the exit, right turn, left, and okay. Not bad. Not bad. Oop. Okay, that was a little bit more aggressive on the camera than I was trying to be. I guess disadvantage of having to try and use the mouse and then get yourself back to center. Okay, what do we got going here? I don't think it's quite a four-way. Well, no, it is a four-way. I could, but I think probably better off going over here. Rain good, sweet. Yeah, we'll shut that guy off for a minute. Alright, where do they want it? Is there a dock door? Oh, there is. There's a trailer there, though. And, oh, okay. Next one. There, got ourselves a little bit lined up here. And that works. And, oh yeah, we're not that far off. Okay. Okay. I know we can do a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah. That's great enough. Alright. Let's drop this guy. Time for a sip of coffee. 2185. Not bad. Okay. I suppose before we do our next one, let's find a repair shop real quick. We're still good for fuel. Oh, it's back on the other side of the... Oh, of course it is. Okay. Alright, so I guess that's gonna have to wait then. We got over, it's all good. Fine. Go right back to Phoenix. Stowe. That's all I'm thinking. The Los Angeles is probably the best way to go. Quick little short one. Yeah. Yeah, at least the nice thing was us being such a small town, getting around doesn't take long. Okay. Wonder. Where's it gonna be? Like, yeah, you can all, like, when you pick the jobs, like, yeah, cool, tank. Then you get here and it's like, oh crap, okay, which tank? Yeah. Frame market. Okay, it's tandem. Oh, it's in front of me. Okay. It's the one being sneaky over here. Let's shut headlights off, because we don't need them. I'm just a sneaky little guy here. Alright, now let's see. I'm not worried about lining up to it. Right like this. I'm more worried about height. Okay, no, we're good. Oof. Perfect. Okay, get that hooked up. And, oh, what's this? Oh, Daves, thank you for the follow, buds. Welcome on in. Just a short little stream today after getting back from having some time off. And we started out the Pacific P500F earlier. That was the new one we were trying. And it did pretty good. So, if you play ATS looking for a truck to try, it's on the Steam Workshop, and it's got, I think, the biggest motor in it's a 600 horse, pretty sure. And even with it only being a 600, it still does pretty good. We did a couple trips with it, and I really had no complaints with it. It did pretty, like, overall good truck mod. Alright, I'll jump back in the cab here. And we're gonna want one. Come on. There we go. Around. Alright. Well, this one's pulling a little bit nicer. Where were we in at? 25. Okay, that's fine. They're a little bit lighter on this one. And we still got a grade. Nice! Not gonna complain with that. Okay, let's shift there. Go. You're a little bit nicer. A little bit nicer on 11 as opposed to like 15, 16. Yeah, definitely made it a little harder to be a bit smoother with it after changing some stuff. And over. No? Okay. Good, good. Oh, bit him to move. Like, I know they would never freaking do it for me, but you know what? Oh well. I'll at least move over. Maybe at least a mostly decent human being. And okay, turn that on. Oop. Sorry, dude. No, no. I was not trying to go that far. And the last one there. Maybe not. Okay. Okay. Back in. Go. Almost had me with the car blowing right down turn. It's like, oh damn, like am I like speeding through here? No, I'm not even doing the speed limit. Definitely noticed this thing loves to turn right on its own. Especially when you're going to frickin' upshift, like frickin' torque steer in this thing. Like I can literally feel it in my frickin' wheel. The more I hold the gas down, the more the wheel turns. Okay, all right for light. What is? Okay, yes, yes. Okay, I need to do that. I'm not worried about that. That we can do after. Is that? Well, that's a frickin' Ruby is. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I go in. Well, I did technically have a turning light, so I'm pretty sure he should have been stopping. Okay. 50 miles out. So, according to this, should be about an hour in game. It says an hour 20, so maybe. Not too worried about it. It's probably gonna freaking pop up like the last one did and be like, oh crap, I need to turn here. Oh, oh crap. You hit them rumble strips and they definitely do a good job at letting you know it's like, oh hey, side the road here. Okay. How much are we gonna have to... Oh, no, I see that. Oh, I see the corner. I also saw the 40 zone ahead. It's like, okay, no, definitely gonna need to actually turn on that one. Oh, you're actually... Oh, okay. It's looking, it's like, you're sticking back a little, too far there, buds. Like, if I was bobtailing, I could have fit, but I won't fit with the trailer. And customer expects delivery soon. Dude, I am up the freaking road. Okay, maybe a little bit more than up the road, but, like, I am not far. Okay. Okay, so we just gotta go up and around, basically. That's not bad. Oh, okay. Apparently I did not like that. Okay, well, that was the pure frickin' crash. It was doing so good, too. Hmm. Okay. Well, I guess that kind of just makes up the mind for what we're doing. Okay. Is this done? It's okay. Alright. Huh. Well, I was not expecting that. Like, I was planning on right now anyway, but like, ugh. Alright. Well, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna get this set up. We'll call her there for the day. 'Cause, yeah, I was definitely not expecting that at all. I was hoping to at least finish the run, but I guess not. So, we're gonna head over. I'm gonna leave everyone with Ari today. Because apparently, I hear we got some big things coming, so we will find out. Not to mention, I can keep up with stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna switch this over here. Alright, get this started. Perfect. Alright, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Thanks to everyone who stopped by. It is greatly appreciated. Sorry, like I said earlier, sorry I've been gone for a bit. I was a little sick there, but I should be good. There might not be a stream tomorrow. Depends if I end up going out to help Buddy take off intake or not. If I don't go out, should be a stream tomorrow, 2 o'clock, just like there was today. If I do go out, there won't be. So basically, just keep an eye out for around 2 and see if the live notification pops up. But anyway, enough rambling. Like I said, thanks everyone for coming. It's greatly appreciated. I'm gonna leave everyone with Ari for the rest of the day, and yeah, I will probably see everyone tomorrow, but I'm not too sure yet. Either way, have a good night, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you later. Bye-bye.
This is I had the same happen. There was a stupid sign.
Hold on, what did someone just say? A friend of mine caught a shiny alpha Tyrant. I know you're lying because you cannot catch him. You cannot catch him. You cannot catch him.
Sorry.
There you fixed it. There you fixed it. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. Watching you and Froggy together is like watching a game of Cards Against Humanity. Speaking of me and Froggy, speaking of me and Froggy, Speaking of me and Froggy, this is the only thing I have planned as of right now, this moment, because the next couple weeks will be a little hectic for me. What with like trying to set up the new model.